And this is what he was saying.
Well, he was saying that more people died from the vaccine than from COVID,
and that
saying, is very dangerous.
How many people died from the vaccine? He had no answer for that.
No, he didn't have an answer for either question.
Well, he also canceled $500 million in mRNA research.
Yeah.
He's falsely claimed that mRNA COVID shots are the deadliest vaccines ever made. He fired all 17 advisors on the CDC vaccine committee and he's handpicked people. He just went and got people off the street.
Yeah,
that's what it feels like, because none of them seem to know anything.
They don't have medical background.
They don't have.
But I read that he actually vaccinated his own children.
Of course he did. He wanted them to be okay.
Yeah.
I think the problem here, when you talk about him, is he seems to approach from his hearings on this idea that I'm not going to make anyone take it. I want it to be an individual choice. The problem there, as we're watching people address whether these vaccinations for kids are going to be mandatory, is that, I'll just use one, for example, measles. You need 95% plus coverage or herd immunity doesn't work. Happens to be also the most deadly disease to the school-age kids. It will be the fastest outbreak we see. We had it when I was pregnant, and I was born in a time where they didn't give you the second vaccine. So I had to wait till I had the baby. And before the pandemic, my doctor was like, you can't be around people. And I had to lock in because it can kill a fetus. So I don't think people understand right now that this isn't about choose for yourself. This is protecting kids. The reason there were ever mandates is it used to be such a common part of childhood to die from these diseases that they mandated.
It should be public policy. That's why you have government people in positions of power.
Who know what they're doing.
He's not a doctor. I mean, I went to get a COVID shot while I was on vacation, and they told me I needed a prescription. Since when? Do you know? I've never had that before. The guy, eats roadkill out of his freezer. I have to listen to that. By the way, this is an issue that I think could bring him down. Or the whole
RFK Jr.
Yeah, the whole, and also Trump. Here's the reason: this affects everybody. It's not like just a bunch of people who are immigrants and they're going to, round them up and throw them out and all that stuff. This is everybody in the country.
I agree that this would be catastrophic proportions. And for me, as all of you know, it's very personal because my husband's parents died from COVID. One died December 28th, the other died 3 days later, January 1st.
It's just so hard. That's terrible.
Such a horrible loss for our family that we still feel today. We feel it at Christmas. We feel it at Thanksgiving. There were empty seats at my table. And so the notion that people can't access vaccines, I know will lead to death. I know it. And this misinformation that he is providing is such a disservice to children, seniors, everyone. This is anecdotal, but my aunt, she's over 65. She's a retired teacher. She has certain health complications. She went to CVS and Walgreens, and they denied her vaccine.
Yeah, that's right.
They denied her vaccine. Same, they wanted a prescription. But I will say this, on the bright side, I think we need to start getting our information from other places because we know we can't trust RFK Jr.
Where?
And we can't. So California, Oregon, and Washington are to launch the new West Coast Health Alliance to uphold scientific integrity in public health as CDC's credibility is destroyed. Governor Gavin Newsom, who's been trolling the heck out of Trump, he issued this joint statement with Kotick and Berg. Did I pronounce that correctly? Kotick, he's one of the governors. And Ferguson, he said that Trump's mass firing of CDC doctors and scientists is a direct assault on the health and safety of the American people. The CDC has become a political tool that increasingly peddles ideology.
But
so
to your question, where do we get medical advice from? I think you have to go to your trusted physician. You certainly don't take it from a guy who's had a worm eating his brain.
Exactly.
Listen, this to